Hey man, what's going on? It's your boy Jada in the building here on Too Lit Podcast. Got a special guest in here with me. My girl is Jada Arnell.
Hi.
What's going down?
Nothing much. I'm just happy to be here. Ready to have a good time. Yeah.
That's what's up, man. She here with Too Lit, man. We are powered by the Aint. Boy JMCC Beats on the beats. Let's get into some stuff, Miss Jada.
Okay.
So you got some singles dropping.
Yes. Actually, I have 2 singles out right now. One of them is called Boy Bye, which is produced by Gumbo.
Shout out to Gumbo.
Shout out to Gumbo. That's my dog. That's my bro. And then my second single, Niggas Ain't Loyal, is out, kind of fresh. I put it out in January, and that's produced by my cousin, whose name is Louis G on Instagram. So y'all check him out. But
Louis G.
Yeah.
Grassroots.
Yeah. Huh?
Louis G. Twin?
He is a twin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Louis G. I know.
Yep. He is a twin.
That's what's up.
So yeah, those are my 2 singles that are out right now. But you know, everybody is obviously requesting more because they like what they hear. So yeah, I'm just ready to kind of get the ball rolling on my music and stuff.
So niggas ain't loyal.
Yes.
You wrote that. That was special.
I did. I wrote that.
You did.
Yeah.
Where did that come from? Because I know where it came from, but where did it come from you?
Everybody asks me this question. So the story behind Niggas Ain't Loyal, actually, I wrote Niggas Ain't Loyal 2019. I hadn't put out a song or anything since Boy Bye, so I was like, damn, like I gotta put something out. So I hit up my cousin, and I was like, do you have any like R&B type feel kind of beats, like anything of that nature? And he was like, yeah, I got you. So he sent me the track. I wrote to it that day. The next day I went into the studio and I recorded it. So I've been sitting on Niggas Ain't Loyal. Like I've had it for the last almost 2 years.
Right.
January came around and I was just like, I gotta put this song out. I had to put it out. So I did. I went back in the studio. The very ending of the song, if y'all go listen to it, I added that in when I went back and kind of just fixed some things. But yeah, the song has been written for almost 2 years. I've really just been sitting on it. And the crazy thing is that there was no inspiration behind writing the song. None whatsoever.
But when you heard the beat, that's what came to you.
Yeah, that's just literally the first. I wasn't even in a relationship. Nobody had hurt my feelings. I was just like, this sounds like some one of my homegirls would say, so I'm gonna write this down. So I wrote it, and then January came, and I was just in a mood to put it out. And hey I put it out.
Niggas Ain't Loyal.
Yep.
Y'all go check that out.
Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon. It's on all streaming platforms.
That's what's up. Yeah, a lot of y'all can relate to that. So, you know, when you arguing with your man in the car, just go ahead and turn that up on him.
Turn it up. Turn it all the way up.
So he can get real mad. Make him mad, man. You know how they do. Y'all be doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes.
Yeah,
not all the time.
That Beyonce song, come on, y'all turn that up and let him know he ain't shit. Yeah, that's cool.
It be like that.
It's cool.
It be like that.
Turn that off right quick. So let's get into some questionnaires.
Okay.
Real quick. So the influence of music can be real dangerous in around here. You know, we all know that. We've seen that in history. Who do you feel in today's music is a good contributor? In today's music.
I think there are a lot of people. I'm trying to think of somebody who I'm just like, I would say there's an artist who I'm like obsessed with right now. Her name is Victoria Monet. She's amazing. She writes all of her music. She's so good. She's recently had a baby, but she put out a live performance of her single Jaguar like maybe yesterday, and I was just like mesmerized. I love her so much. I just respect her as an artist, as a songwriter. And then she's one of my favorite artists because she plays like 5 instruments. She's extremely talented, and I think that her pen game is strong. Like she's so good, and
she's different.
I really respect her as an artist. So those 2 are kind of like my favorites right now, but I'm almost positive there are way many more people who are great contributors to the music industry right now. Even in rap and hip hop and, you know, all of the other genres, but R&B is like my favorite. So that's kind of why I speak on it the most.
That's cool, because I mean, you know, that can that music can fall into the wrong hands as well.
It can. It really can. Yeah. It really can.
Some people butcher some tracks they should have never touched.
Yeah.
So that's
it be like that.
Yeah, and that's a crazy outlook on it, but yeah, it's not healthy.
Yeah.
It's not healthy for the ear. So I feel you on that. So with you doing your music, how do you do you feel the originality is still in music now? Or do you feel like everybody's almost sounding the same? To the point where you turn on the radio, you don't even know who that is.
There was a point in time where I was thinking that, especially with because I think there's a difference between like hip hop and trap music.
True.
So with like a lot of the trap artists that are out right now, who are also very talented as well, but sometimes I can't tell the people apart. But I think it's because I don't listen to it as much. Because like my sister, she's like a trap fan, so she can be like, that's Kevin Gates and that's Pooh Shiesty. Like she knows. But like me, I'm like, I don't know.
If you don't listen, you're right. It all sounds the same.
It all sounds the same. But it's the same thing with vocalists as well, because there's this like, there's a new kind of wave right now, and it's been like maybe the last 2 years of like this kind of Sade kind of sound, where it's kind of like talk singy, like breathy, airy kind of sound. Raspy. Yeah. So the girls, her kills it. But the thing about her is like, I think with her, she came out without us even knowing her identity, which helped us relate to her music more, because we didn't know what she looked like. Before she was mainstream. Yeah. I recognized her because I've kept up with her since she was like a kid. I used to always like be inspired by her, because she used to do the Mari show used to have like kid talent shows sometimes, so she would go in there and perform as herself. So I was a fan of who she really is as a person.
Way back when.
Yeah, and so when she came out, and I was like, this voice sounds so familiar, and I'm like, I know exactly who that is.
She found her sound and kicked up a different notch.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm happy she came out without, telling anybody what her identity was, because I think that a lot of times we base music off of sometimes what people look like and what their style is, and she was like, nah, y'all gonna hear me, y'all gonna hear my music.
She kind of almost put the Weeknd, like how
slightly, yeah.
So that approach, because a lot of people didn't even know who he was for.
Yeah.
Like, because he was no interviews.
Right. Nothing. So it was just like, you don't have a choice but to listen to his music to kind of figure out who he is.
And it was
as
so
a person.
different.
Yep.
It was so different. So so my kinfolk put me on that, and I was like, bro, who is this cat? Where he from? You know what I'm saying? This was way before he was mainstream. And I'm like, that over the course of time, his real fans like kind of stuck
that's
with
a smart move. I think that's a smart move.
They kind of stuck with him, man.
Yeah.
And he redid those songs differently, and still sound good. Like,
wow.
You know what I'm saying, for the new project.
A true artist. I'm here
cool.
for it.
That's cool, man. So we get to the two-week question. How would it get people to be more mindful to know who is the source and who is the resource? Because you'll put your trust in somebody and you'll end up ass out. So how do you separate? How do you know who's who?
I think for me, and maybe this is just the Sagittarius in me.
I'm a Sagittarius too.
When your birthday?
18.
Oh, on the 20th. Okay.
Hey.
Okay.
Yeah, let's get it.
Yeah, maybe it's the Sag in me. I read people very well. So a lot of times I can tell beforehand if people are genuine, or if people are looking out for my best interests, or if people are gonna be taking advantage of me.
Right.
So it's kind of easy for me to see that. But for somebody who is not, who can't read people very well, I think it's just based off of, it's just that gut feeling sometimes.
No, Pete, you're right. Because people bring an energy with them.
People bring an energy with them.
When they walk
I can
in
tell
room,
from the second I walk into a room if I'm gonna either like that person, not necessarily like dislike them, but I can tell if the vibe is off or anything of that nature.
People give their energy. People don't understand that, man.
Yeah.
That energy is real.
It's real. I'm telling you, it's so real. It's so real. I knew from the second that I walked in here that it was going to be a good time. Just from like the greeting downstairs. Like, I knew it was going to be a good time.
That's great, man.
Yeah.
That's good to hear. Because a lot of people don't understand that they carry that with them, man. If you're just not a genuine person, we going to smell it. We going to smell it.
I smell it from a mile away.
Sitting next to somebody, it's just like, bro, I'm not feeling this dude right here, man. Like,
I'm big on energy. Even with my own energy. Like, sometimes I can say, like, if I'm in a situation and I feel like my energy is not good, I won't go, or I won't be around anybody, because I don't want my energy to offset the room.
Do you let that control your circle?
Everybody else's energy or mine?
Yours. Like, do you let, like, your own energy try to match, like, you know how you only have a group of people that you hang with?
Right.
But, like, do you let that deteriorate, like who I should collaborate with, who I should connect with. Like,
Sometimes.
can you look past the bad energy just to make a business deal?
It depends. And that's the good thing about, I think, my circle of friends is that we're all extremely honest with each other. So I can tell one of my friends if their energy is off, and they'll receive it well because they know it's coming from a place of love, and vice versa.
That's good. That's a great
As far
friendship.
as business, if the energy is off, then no.
No. I got you. Sometimes
I just feel like, and I don't want to make it sound like it's not good, because some people do this. They're like, you know, it's business. Okay, that's fine. But down the line, like, even if it's bad energy from the beginning, it's gonna be bad energy throughout the process,
the whole thing,
and you know what I mean. So
it's two sides to a coin with that, because I've met some great people through bad people. So I've went through the bad energy, through the narrow, through the valley, and got to the one person that I'm still cool with years later, and I left everybody else out.
Wow.
So
that's good.
Sometimes it's worth it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I get where you're coming from, because it's like you do a U-turn as soon as you feel that.
Yeah. That be me. I feel like I don't want no parts.
Yeah.
I'm good.
As a Sag, trust me, I get that. So it's just like, you know what? I'm gonna leave.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit that SpongeBob me vibe. I'm out.
For real.
So I'm gonna be out of here. So yeah, it can be a weird situation, but sometimes, man, that just goes with experience and timing and knowing that it has to be an end result for me going through this person, and I really don't fuck with them.
Yeah.
So, but like I said, sometimes when people get you connected with the right person by accident, they don't even know. They trying to block you out and being like, bam, you got me right to who I need to talk to.
Yep.
So it be like that. So, you know, it's a weird situation, but in this business, in this industry that you're in, you gotta have that radar on 10.
It go off sometimes.
You gotta have it on 10 consistently.
Yeah.
And it's good that you have, like I said, a good team, manager, stuff like that you can trust. You're in a good position. You're in a good position.
Thank
so that's
you.
what's up, man. Some niggas ain't loyal. Niggas ain't loyal.
What you want to know?
I don't know, because I guess, like you said, because some people, they'll write a song before they hear the beat. Sometimes.
Okay.
And that just lets you know that, do you feel like you can continue to write timeless music? Because like you said, you wrote that a year ago.
Yeah.
So you didn't hold on to that in that particular time frame, because it's something that people can listen to for however long they want to. Timeless music is golden. So do you feel like you can continue to do that?
I think so. I think I'm growing as a writer, and I grow every day. I think the way to get better is to just keep doing it.
Right, like an exercise.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like a muscle.
Same way it's like you practice how you want to perform. Sometimes like, if you went through my notes right now, you know, some people be like, if you want to know who a person is, go through their phone.
Duh.
My notes will tell you exactly the type of person I am. I write down everything. Just thoughts that I have in the middle of the night. Sometimes I'll get up. My notes and my voice memos, because I could be in the car and hear a melody in my head, and I'll just kind of like la,
you got
la,
to,
la.
because when you get to the house, you ain't gonna remember that shit.
I'm not going to remember it. Sometimes they come in my dreams too, and I will wake up out of my sleep and record a voice memo.
Yeah. You got to right there.
Yeah. So I feel like in order to make timeless music, you kind of just have to also keep up with the times as well.
True.
But I think, like I said, I'm growing as a writer. I would love to have a Crazy in Love, or like a Thriller, like those type of songs that when they come on, you know, like that's their song. Yeah. Or that's like the song that not necessarily made them, but that's the song that you're gonna get the most, you know, made the most noise about or whatever. But
yeah, I understand.
I
like
don't know.
Your stamp, basically.
Yes. I think Thriller is like Michael Jackson's stamp on the music industry, and I also think the same thing about Crazy in Love with Beyonce.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
He made a movie with Thriller. For one.
Literally. People were not doing that before him. He made a whole short film. I'm like, this is genius. Oh my gosh.
If you was to make a movie with Out of Niggas Ain't Loyal, how would it look?
That's a good question. Let's see. It will probably.
What actor would you use for the?
That's such a good question.
Who would it be? I want to know. If you had your choice right now.
If I had a choice of an actor, right? Okay, so my favorite actor right now is Trevante Rhodes. I love him so much.
That he be the unloyal one?
Unfortunately, yes. But
you don't love him that much.
Right, but I love him. Either Trevante Rhodes or Trevor Jackson from Grownish. One of those two. And it would probably just I would probably walk everybody through the entire scenario of like what happened when niggas ain't loyal. Or compare it to like a life experience, I would say.
Right.
And
That's all
just
good.
put it on film. Yeah.
I can direct that.
Oh, for real?
I direct.
Oh, come
I does
on.
this.
Okay.
I can do that.
We'll talk.
Yeah, we will talk. But yeah, I just want to know, like, from a visual standpoint, because sometimes you can know how you can see a video for a song and that motherfucker ain't even recorded yet.
Yeah.
So it's just like, how do I see? Because you can, as you listen to a song, you can see scenes happening. You can see the arguments. You can see the beef. You can see you coming out on top at the end.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I was just wondering, like, have you thought anything visually? Like
I haven't. Honestly, when I was getting ready to put it out, because I kind of went all out. Well, not completely all out, but I had like, a nice video for Boy Bye. So for Niggas Ain't Loyal, I was like, I kind of want this to be so chill. So I just grabbed a couple of my girls and like, they hadn't even heard the song yet.
Oh, cool.
So the video was literally kind of them hearing the song for the first time, coming to the studio with me, and we just like vibed out the whole time. And got it on camera. So
how was your first time in the studio? Like your experience, your first time like hearing yourself, like being in there. Were you nervous, butterflies? Were you just like, oh, let's do this?
I'm trying to think if I can remember.
How old were you when you first time in the studio?
By myself, I was probably 12.
Okay.
This is so crazy. When I was young, 11, 12, I used to be in a group with the twins, Garland and Garrett.
Cool.
We were called Jada and Garland.
Hey.
And we recorded our first CD. It had 3 songs. So we went into the studio, recorded. I wrote all of them. I was 11 at this time.
You wrote all those?
Wrote all of them.
Oh, so what you scared about?
Because, when you're 11, everybody's like, oh, it's so cute.
Oh,
and then when
man.
you get older, it's like, what is it? Like, I don't want to be writing no teeny bop, bubblegum music. That's what it, like, if I go back and listen to myself right now, I'm like, it's cringe work. Like, it's so bad.
It's supposed to be, though.
Oh, my God, it's so bad.
That's the growth. That's the growth.
I'm like, first of all, who broke my heart at 11? Why was I writing all of these songs? I'm like,
that's their radio.
It's one of the songs I think was called like "You Just Don't Care," and I was like,
11.
what happened to me? Somebody hurt my feelings on the playground.
I'm about to hit up twin and be like, bro, you got them.
Oh my God, it's so bad. We all cringe, but I've been like, we literally cringe at the sound of anything, including that CD.
11 though, but that's cool
11.
as hell. That's cool.
Yeah, so that was the first time I had ever really been into a studio to record anything. And then I just kind of started getting comfortable. I've been performing for a really long time. So, I don't know, being in a studio kind of just makes you feel like a little bit more warm, at home.
Gotcha.
But my very first time, I think I was by myself. I think I was like maybe 13 or 14. And I did like a cover. My older brother, he took me to a studio and I did a cover of a song. But I don't think I've ever been nervous.
Gotcha.
Bad nervous. Because I think everybody gets nervous, but it's more like I'm so prepared. So like I'm anxious to kind of get it done.
That's cool.
But yeah, that's...
Because you'll be able to hear that on the mic.
Oh, for sure.
If you're nervous, you're going to hear that.
Hear it. That's why I'm like, when I go to the studio, it got to be a vibe. Like, give me some lights and, make sure I got me something to drink, which is normally water sometimes. Most of the time. Room temperature, because that cold is not good for me.
Depending on where you go, they have their own traditions at each studio. Because some studios, they have you take a shot, toast, right before the session. And go
That's
on.
crazy. Some people smoke. I don't smoke. But some people smoke just to get them in the mood. Some people drink. But for me, it makes me, like, sleepy. Like, I was at a studio one time, and this is so crazy. The studio I used to record at, everybody smoked. But I was like, y'all, can y'all please not smoke in here? Because I feel like I'm going to fall asleep. Like, so they literally made
Secondhand.
No, seriously, I'm like, it makes me drowsy. Like, I just feel like I want to go to bed. So they made like a green room for everybody to kind of go do their thing. So
cool.
Coming to the studio with Jada. You can't smoke, guys. No, I'm just playing, but drinking is fine. I feel like couple of shots will get you like
Get you right?
get you pumped up.
I can do a couple, maybe one. I do want to know what I'm singing.
Right. That's the
So
thing.
I'll
I'm
be
like,
too
I
out
want to
of
be
that.
in my. For me, I have to be focused. Like I want to be in my right mind because I can tell when I'm like not having a good day vocally. So I don't need to do nothing.
Scratch, just throw away the whole day.
Yep.
Throw away the whole session. So, man, Jada, Sagittarius, man, got in the building promoting them singles, dog. Y'all make sure y'all please go and check those out on all the platforms.
All
right?
streaming platforms.
For real, man. This my Sagittarius sister, man. We good. We link now. Yeah.
Yep.
So that's what's up. So it's your boy G Dot, man. Too Lit Podcast. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all go subscribe. Y'all could have been anywhere, but y'all here rocking with us right now. JMCC Beats, powered by the Aint. Jada Arnell, man. Look at her, man. She's smiling. She's still smiling. That's what's up, man. Survivor. Appreciate y'all for watching. Too Lit. We in this thing.